Hey, thank you for joining me. Today I want to do a live reaction to a video from Everything Money. Now it's a live reaction because I'm here alive, but I'm recording it, so when you watch it, it won't be live, but I'm live. Yeah. All right, let's just watch the video.
Yo, it's Mo. We're going to do a live day trade of Alibaba. And for those of you with a low IQ, I'm going to reiterate this a couple of times. This is a live day trade in replay because it happened in the past. So not in the present, in the past, it's a replay. So you don't need to put in the comments that, hey, it's not live. Yes, I know that. I'm probably smarter than you, so it's okay. We'll go ahead and go from here. All right, here's Alibaba.
So I mean, obviously, it's confusing. I mean, maybe we're not as smart as Mo. Regardless, whenever you put live with day trading, it's either going to be a live trade and it's a recap. Okay, so there are like recaps to trades, and I'll show you. For example, I did a video where I just recapped. I went live, so this was actually streaming live on YouTube. Play here. So this is real time when I was streaming live.
You see a drop here to see if this is going to be a good play. Amazon needs to drop a little bit more. Looking at this moving average here at 2190, and you see, look, it was finding support here at 2190. All right, so I just bought a put, sold a put on Amazon. So now I'm back up 256 for the day, and it's
so this was a real live trade. I was trading live on YouTube, and I did do a recap on it. So you can title it day trade recap or live trade recap or something like that. And that's understood. But the way Mo explains it here, I don't know if he's being trolled, and he doesn't even say that he took a position in this stock or actually traded it live and now he's recapping it. But I guess, I mean, it's still kind of confusing. You're basically talking about a stock that already happened, and it already happened a few days ago, but this is how I would have traded it live. I think a better lesson is to, because there's one thing that's theoretical, practical, you know, you can teach something, but do it in practice, real time, so that we can identify things real time, and then show us how you identified it real time. Like I did in mine here, I talked about, this is a moving average, and if it broke this moving average, I was going to buy a put. I bought a put and I sold the put, and I made $256 on that trade. It was a live trade, real time. Now, if I talk about 3 weeks ago, there was a trade here, and if it would have broken this moving average, this would have been a good entry. And that's fine, but it's catching it real time is the trick for day trading. You have to be able to identify these things.
So today is the 28th of July. And what we're looking at, some point, Alibaba was down 7%. And right off the rip, we're going to get our first candlestick, 930 right here. And this is going to show you the absolute perfect setup for a day trade. And I love this replay option. Again, this is a replay. This is not live, but it's going to be shown as live. So let's go through it. Click one.
I just don't understand like why you have to emphasize and come off so condescending. I don't have a problem with these guys. I mean, they're very successful on YouTube, and these guys have said positive things about me.
Appreciate your thought. I do like this Prosper Trade guy, Mo. We did a reaction for our
he was good
for the community.
He's not big enough. He should be a little bit bigger.
He should. Surprising in my mind that someone with Paul, he doesn't have that great of a following as of yet, but I really like, I think you'd like him. It's not like a bad review. I think you would like this guy. And Mo, I think you would like him too. His name is Prospera Trade. He's a trader, and he really sticks to numbers, and seems like he has some internal rules. So
one time forward, there's our 9:15 candle, and then boom, this is right off the rip. 9:30 in the morning happens. You notice this faint red in the background. It goes about to right there, kind of outline it. That is our volume. So we got really good volume, really good selling volume. Popped up initially, and then it pulled right back down. So you guys know I don't like to trade until about 10:06, but let's see how things set up. Let's see how things start developing. Even with this big move down and all that volume.
And that's the best thing he said so far. I don't like to trade the first hour, first 30 minutes. It's just a little bit too much volatility. There's no clear path or structure of which way the market sentiment is going. So it's a little difficult. I mean, there are people that make money in the first 30 minutes too, but it's a little difficult to make money in the first 30 minutes.
Volume. We still were not in that sweet spot. Remember, we have to be below 20% to do anything here. Let's go to the next one. Second candle. Really great follow through. And not only was the candle good, I'm not looking at the candle, I'm looking more at this volume. So here was our first volume. I'm going to outline it in green. That was our first volume bar. Second volume bar, look where that volume was. So that means that we had an increase in selling volume. Increase in selling volume means what? The stochastic is going to push lower, and it did. And we finally dropped into that below 20% area. We're about 18% right here. So we're good to go. We got an engulfing candlestick. Now remember, this is 9:45. I still don't like to trade in this time frame. All of the overnight trades are settling. Remember, we had a big move from Alibaba overnight. So all of that overnight stuff is just settling down. Let's go to the next candle. Again, this is a replay live for those of you trolls. I troll harder, trust me. You get even better.
I don't understand. What are the self-esteem issues? I mean, you're out on YouTube. I mean, I've gotten some comments that are crazy. And I mean, I guess, you know, we're all human. We can all react. But if this is what you're going to do full time, and he does this full time, he's on YouTube full time. And I know he has other businesses, but he's consistently every week putting videos. I mean, you have to be able to deal with the trolls. And this is just a bad look, in my opinion. This is not a judgment on the guy. I mean, he could be a great guy, nice guy, maybe very intelligent, but I just don't appreciate anybody who's kind of like condescending and stuff like, and oh, I'm smarter than you. And
selling volume coming in. Even better selling volume. Let me do that in green. Even better. Look at that. Consistent. So this is what we normally get. We usually get volume bars that go like this and then go lower and lower and lower. And that's kind of where I say things are stalling out. But with this one, nope. We're actually getting an increase in selling volume. Increase in selling volume means what? We get even more downside on our stochastic, better engulfing candlesticks. So right here, I'm doing an ad because that's in the 10 o'clock hour. So I am adding to Alibaba right there. Now, where do we go from here? Let's go to the next candle and see what happens. Again, look at the volume. We have consensus. Overall, we have consensus. There's consensus selling. So where did the stochastic go? It literally almost went to zero. It's sitting here at 2.82% at its lowest and just riding on that bottom. So now I'm looking at this saying, okay, when am I going to exit this? And remember, this is not live. I'm going to click the next one, and we're going to go forward, and I'm going to tell you when I would have exited this. So engulfing candle, volume is perfect. Everything is going perfect right now. Let's go to the next one. Nothing really doing here. Our stochastic started to roll over a little bit. Now we're getting some buying coming back in. What is that buying from? Well, it's probably just from people that are taking profits. So what am I looking at now? Starting to get this little doji, plus I'm getting more selling volume than buying volume. Starting to get that rollover. I'm saying to myself, self, at some point here, I'm going to be exiting in the next few minutes if things keep going this way. Click one more candle. Again, the reason that I don't just exit, I don't just get out of here, is because this does have the possibility of moving lower. It definitely could have moved lower. This could have been just a kind of chill out moment, but now it looks like buyers were starting to come into it. Now we're getting the big fall followed by maybe the big rise. Stochastic's even a little bit higher. So this is the point where I would be saying, okay, this is probably time to exit because it's really starting to run down on me and run back on me. And here we move in again, still popping. The fact that there's been buying volume for 45 minutes, that means I'm out. Plus popped over 20%, I'm definitely out. So that's kind of how you can walk yourself through a live day trade on Alibaba. And that is how you are going to make money on Chinese stocks.
It's a decent video. I've been day trading for 10 years. I'm also an investor. So I know that there are multiple approaches to day trading. Just looking at his approach, he combines the stochastic, but he's also using volume, which is important when you're day trading because a lot of these indicators lag. So it's good to have like this dynamic approach along with a static approach. Using the volume is important when you're day trading. I'm watching the 4-minute video. He didn't specify where he entered. From where he pointed to where he exited, it didn't seem like it was a winning trade, and it's hard to tell because he said, okay, I'm not getting in here because there's not enough confirmation, but this third red candle with the volume, now it's telling me the downward direction along with the stochastic going down, so I'm getting into here. But when he exited, it almost reached at that same level where he entered. If it's a loss, it's a loss. That's fine. We lose, but specify, look, I'm entering here at whatever this price is. I'm watching my profit target, and his profit target is whenever he sees the stochastic churn back up and he gets confirmation with volume being green and buying coming back in. I'm getting out now because there's confirmation. So I'm exiting here. So I think he should have specified, one, that he was shorting the stock or buying puts, his entry price, and his exit strategy. His exit strategy was clear, but it wasn't clear. Okay, I got out at this price, this amount for a target for a profit of XYZ. He's just saying this is how you should live day trade Baba, I guess, next time. You know, that's their approach. I think a better approach is you do the, you know, he has like a $80 a month day trading chat room. So just take a snippet of one of his trades and do a recap, a live recap, a live day trade recap. I took this day trade live with my community, and here's a recap. That's just my opinion. And thank you for watching. See you on the next video.